So today I wanted to talk about why the comparison game that we play, comparing ourselves to others and where they are in life and whether they're slim or they're not, will ultimately hold us back from losing weight and from realizing and achieving our own dreams. And today I'm going to focus on three main points that I think are the key issues that you need to be aware of and that I hope will help you to stop or at least reduce how much you compare yourself with others. So the first thing is what comparison does when you compare yourself to somebody else. What you're doing within you is creating negative feelings, negative energy within yourself. And if you find that somebody has lost weight, somebody's slimmer than you, somebody's got a better job, what you'll do if you have a problem with food, you will naturally gravitate to it for comfort purposes. You will turn to food for comfort. It's certainly what I used to do. And all that's going to actually do is A, make you feel bad, and secondly, make you eat more, which will make you put on weight, and then this vicious cycle will continue. So you're just going to make it worse. The second thing is that when you're in that habit, in the midst of comparing yourself to someone and feeling that you're not really winning this game, what it's going to do is it's going to demotivate you and it's going to steal your energy, motivation and energy that you can use for positive results in your life to make the changes that you need to. And instead of doing that, you're just going to use it to hate yourself even more. And then all the things that you need to do, you won't bother. And what that will actually do is not only hold you back from losing weight, it will make you go backwards. And then the third thing I want to talk about, and this is a massive reason really why we need to stop comparing ourselves to others. And that is that we need to realize that the version we see of somebody's life is the sparkly, highlighted version. We really don't know what's happening behind closed doors. They could be very, very unhappy people. They could have problems in their lives because really, if you really look underneath anybody's life, nobody's life is perfect. And I just want to share a story with you about what happened to me and how I learned this the hard way, how I learned the fact that what we see is many times not the reality. In fact, sometimes it's quite the opposite. And so what the story I wanted to share with you was one time I used to work with this lady and I was always envious of her because she appeared to have everything that I wanted in life. She was slim. She had a 2-year-old and she was pregnant with her second child. She was blossoming. She was apparently very, very happily married. That's how we saw it. And I had no reason to believe otherwise. And on top of that, she had just been promoted and I was intensely jealous of her. I used to spend a lot of energy just in my head hating her and just willing bad things to happen. And obviously, like the points I made earlier, it did stop me. It did make me turn to food for comfort. It did demotivate me. It did take energy away from me. But the worst part of this story was after I'd left this job, I heard from a friend of mine that at the age of 32, she actually died of breast cancer. And I realized at that point, firstly, I felt really, really guilty. And then secondly, it hit me how awful I had been to her, and also how I failed to understand what the gravity and the sadness of some people's lives, and how I had spent my energy creating it, turning it into jealousy, comparison, negativity, and how it had hurt me, and how I inadvertently must have hurt her in some way. So the next time you feel that green-eyed monster coming at you and you're thinking they're so lucky, I wish I had their lives, please think about it, please stop, please pause, and then just without judgment of others, because we don't know what's going on. And I'm not saying it's always this case. All I'm saying is instead of comparing, run your own race. You will be happier, you will feel freer, you won't turn to food for comfort as much, and you will have so much more energy to realize your own hopes and dreams rather than get caught in the negativity that is the comparison game.